Black Youngster was there. And when CMG Heavy Camp pictures came up with Lil Migo and everybody, and they literally sent back and forth in a group chat talking about the whole Makita situation and how they needed to have two people waiting inside to surprise him. And quote, surprise, like what does that mean? That means that they was going to jump him. And when that's the only reason Lil Migo keeps getting jumped in Memphis. Every time he came outside and jumped off the porch in Memphis, he's been being jumped. He only signed to Black Youngster and CMG Heavy Camp for protection.
Damn, bro, no, I got.
He didn't only have love in the streets, he also had love in the industry from the same ones who wasn't feeling Yo Gotti. And I don't have to put no names out there. You already know who I'm talking about. One of those guys, he had no problem looking out for Young Dolph. And that's your boy Gucci Man, Mr. 1017 So Icy. That parking lot of Makita's, where they set up Young Dolph at, it got cameras everywhere. So that should let y'all know they already had this plan in advance.
Yeah, so like ever since Raven changed the story so many times, it just ended up where they just ended up informing Maurice and Raven to just stop the assistance because they said they no longer want the help from them. They done jeopardized everything. And Marcus Thornton, once he informed them with everything he saw, it contradicted what they were saying in the cookie shop. And that's the reason why you really can't trust Makita's or Raven or Maurice or anybody in general, because these days you just can't trust anybody. And when the feds collected what Black Youngster said, his iPhone text literally got exposed, and they was looking at it like, we see the two guys that you was in the picture with, and that's Shondell, and the other guy is Straight Drop, who's Big Homie G's cousin. And why would Moneybagg Yo still affiliate with Big Homie G if he has something to do with the Straight Drop situation from the diss song?
The only reason he would still affiliate himself with somebody who he know did something so wrong to somebody who helped so many people at this certain time in November, to be exact, the 17th. I want you guys to understand, man, the feds collected everything they needed on Black Youngster, and Yo Gotti is right there in the corner of him, literally watching. He watching us, because we are the ones who he see right now. He see us study catching up to everything they study doing, because we not finna let up, because Young Dolph know that we can't let up on him. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that the media data from the iPhone text got the FBI sitting at the computer looking at the screen like, you know what? We got something for Black Young. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that you got to stand up and even order to sit there and make anything look like basically Straight Drop did anything. Because people steady putting it on Straight Drop, and from what the feds are saying right now, Straight Drop may be getting acquitted. So I want you guys to really look at this, and by him getting acquitted, it's really gonna show that the real people who was involved was Barnett. You feel me? Black Youngster. They related. At the end of the day, the Bentley was across the street, and Buddy hung out the sunroof, boy.
That's the only reason Lil Migo keeps getting jumped in Memphis. Every time he came outside and jumped off the porch in Memphis, he's been being jumped. He only signed to Black Youngster and CMG Heavy Camp for protection, because Cornelia Smith's relatives keep jumping him over and over again, because he's tied directly to Barnett, and Barnett is literally one of the trigger men, at least one of them. And so the reason why that they even released Barnett was because of the fact that when Yo Gotti and them set everything in and this whole thing was orchestrated, the revolving door made it to where they had to get him in Shondell to snitch and just get him out because they wanted straight dropping them to be the fall guys.
You got to understand what's really going on, and if you really look at the facts in this situation, CMG heavy count, they going down. Like the feds already created a whole case against them, and they linked the endeavors to Daddy O. This goes to show what's really going on, man, because you can't have no meeting with the people who sent your homie up or even sent your business partner up. You got to really look at this because band play ain't playing no games, man. And you got to understand that Paper Route Wu, he sent back like, y'all better stop putting my name in this stuff. When the whole time I rock with Dog. My last video I did with Dog, I put the money on top of my head. So you got to understand, it was like real life. Like that's something that y'all got to understand, man. He don't take that too lightly, man. And you know, he really from the streets because it's 37 people in his real life, his count. Like you gotta understand, yo, Gotti hot right now that Jay Prince did that. And Finesse 2 times signing to everybody now, man. It's like, I thought you was signing Jay Prince, but then you go and sign a Moneybagg Yo. So you in a double deal?
Exactly, and so that's the reason that don't make sense because everybody is hitting my DM on Instagram and saying, why would Moneybagg Yo sign the dude that he robbed that's literally having a whole thing to where they got to get the money back from it? And why would Finesse 2 Time even sign to the dude that ripped him off? Like, one thing y'all got to understand is that right before this, Finesse 2 Times and Moneybagg Yo was beefing over the fact that he literally took his lyrics and the millions of dollars that him and Moneybagg and Yo Gotti made, they owe that to Finesse 2 Times and Finesse No Love because of the fact that they are with mob ties and Jay Prince literally just middleman a deal to get that signing anyways because he was already under signature. Like when Finesse 2 Times, before he went and did his time, he already had signed to say that he was going to basically give everything and control to Bread Gang. And Moneybagg Yo and his affiliate, Zach Randolph, they worked the deal where they got Yo Gotti and CMG to have a middleman, Jay Prince Jr., do the whole deal. It's not for no reason why Jay Prince Jr. came and picked up Finesse 2 Times. It's because he had the motive to where he was going to make $250K for working this out with them. The money, you have to follow the money. As soon as Finesse 2 Times signed with them for $1 million, they turn around and sign Finesse No Love. Now they got the whole Finesse gang, and they already had the songs that Moneybagg Yo just outright stole. Like, the copyright still goes for 70 years, man. Y'all gotta realize that he has to keep waiting all this time, and he couldn't fair use it because of the fact that they did it with the producer who works for Moneybagg Yo. Everything that was made by the employee has to stay with the company. And that's why Yo Gotti got hot, because Jay Prince basically solidified the signing. And they sat down with Black Youngster, and they really was side by side, talking the whole thing through, telling Finesse 2 Times not to be mad because they're going to give him $300,000.
And you gotta understand that Moneybagg Yo didn't have no good look on his face when Black Youngster sat down and Black Youngster was looking at Finesse 2 Times and Moneybagg Yo together. Like, you gotta really look at that, man. This is something that we all can really take heed to, because Makitas, they sitting back and they looking at everybody that's on their computer. They sitting there looking at the whole video of what happened to Dolph, and they still don't want to release it to the people who really got justice for Dolph. Subscribe to the channel. I want y'all to really open the door, man. Open the door to Dolph Land.